Hello students, all of you are doing good? Okay, today we are going to have the second class on quadratic equation. So in the first class already we have covered what is quadratic equation and how we can derive quadratic equation from generalized polynomial expression. So if you would like to have that video, so you can go to the description section in the link is given in the description section below. So please have a look into that. So today in the second class what we are going to cover, find roots of quadratic equation by two ways. Actually there are three ways. Third one I will cover in separate video. So how to find out the roots or solution of a quadratic equation, that is the value of the variable, either by zero product rule or the factorization. These two we are going to cover today. Second one is, let's say the roots are given, how to derive the quadratic equation from the given roots. And third one we are going to cover, the quadratic equation is given with x values, that is the roots are given, but the coefficient or constant you need to derive from there. So these three types of problems mostly we will cover today. Okay, so let's start. First of all, what is root? I have already said in my last video also. So what are roots actually? Roots is nothing but the solution of a quadratic equation, let's say. So the quadratic equation, let's say it's a pure quadratic equation, x square equals to 4. So I have explained already pure quadratic equation, adfacted quadratic equation and standard form of quadratic equation also in the first class. So let's say it's a pure quadratic equation, x square equals to 4. How you will derive the values of x equals to, what is the value of x? Right. So x has the degree of x is, degree of variable x is 2. That means this equation has two roots or two solution of x that will satisfy this condition. So now if the equation is given, quadratic equation is given, you can derive the root of the value of the variable by three different ways, but we will cover two ways in this class. One is zero product rule, one is factorization. What is zero product rule? Zero product rule is nothing but if you multiply two expression, let's say here it is, or two values, let's say x into y equals to 0. You know, if x into y is 0, either both of them are 0 or at least one of them is 0. That means either both x equals to 0 and y equals to 0, or another clause is x equals to 0 or y equals to 0. So if you multiply two expression and the multiplication result is product is 0, that means at least one of them is 0. So this is called zero product rule. This is called zero product rule. Let's say here the pure quadratic equation it is given, x square equals to 4, and you have to find out the values of x. Find x equals to. So what you will do? You will, first of all, you will take all the expression. One side it is 0, another side you have the entire expression. So that is the standard process. So you will make it x square minus 4 equals to 0. Because if you are changing the side, that means the sign of that particular term, 4 is coming to this side, so it is becoming minus 4. Now, in which form it is there? It is, let's say, you know already, a square minus b square equals to a plus b into a minus b. So a plus b and you are expressing this, you are representing the expression a square minus b square into these two factors, a multiplication of these two factors, a plus b into a minus b. That means a plus b is one factor of a square minus b square and a minus b is another factor of a square minus b square. It's very simple. You just consider 6. You are multiplying like this, 1 into 6. That means 1 and 6, multiplication of 1 into 6 equals to 6. So both of 1 and 6 are the factors of 6. You are writing 2 into 3. So both of 2 and 3 are the factors of 6. So when you are actually expressing two factors as a multiplication, right? These two are factors. When you are expressing when you are representing an expression in the as a multiplication result of two factors, so each of the factors, so these are called multiplication result of two expression. Each expression is called factors. So for a square minus b square, a plus b is one factor, factor 1, and a minus b is another factor, this is factor 2. So this is called factorization. So when you can represent one expression as a multiplication of two expression, then each of the expression is factor of that given expression. So a plus b and a minus b, both of them are the factor of a square minus b square. This is called factors, right? Now if I say x square, so a square minus b square equals to a plus b into a minus b. First you need to do the factorization. This is called factorization. So what you are doing, you are expressing this x square minus 4 as x square minus 2 square. You can straight away write down the next step, but just for your understanding, right now I am taking writing this extra step, right? So it is x square minus 2 square, that means a square minus b square. So it is a plus b, that means x plus 2 into a minus b, that is x minus 2 equals to 0. Now we are coming to this zero product rule. So first of all, you are applying the factorization, x plus 2 into x minus 2. You are expressing this quadratic equation as two factors, right? X plus 2 into x minus 2. Now you apply the zero product rule. That means zero product rule means either x plus 2 equals to 0 or x minus 2 equals to 0. When x plus 2 equals to 0, from there you are getting x equals to minus 2. When x minus 2 equals to 0, you are getting x equals to 2. So what are the roots? What are the solution you are getting from this quadratic equation? One value is x equals to 2 and another value is x equals to minus 2. So how you can write it down? X equals to plus minus 2, either plus 2 or minus 2. Same digit, same numeral, but the sign is different. X equals to plus 2 or minus 2. So what you are applying here? In this, here you are applying factorization plus zero product rule, right? I am giving another example. X square plus 5x equals to 0. This is adfected quadratic equation. You got it in the first video. This is called adfected quadratic equation. Now how you can represent this expression? Here already 0 is one side. First step is you need to have the standard form, one side 0, another side complete quadratic expression. So here already it is given like that, x square plus 5x equals to 0. Now you need to represent as a multiplication of two factors. So you take x common, x into x plus 5 equals to 0. Now already it is, you have done the factorization. This is multiplication of factors, so factorization. Now you apply the zero product rule. Either x equals to 0 or x plus 5 equals to 0, because multiplication of these two factors is 0. So at least any of them is 0. So here you are applying zero product rule. So now from this, if x equals to 0, either x equals to 0, that is done, and if x plus 5 equals to 0, that means x equals to minus 5. So what are the solutions you have? You have the solution x equals to 0 or minus 5, these two values. So whenever in a quadratic equation you can have maximum, you will have two roots. So if you, that means these two values of x will satisfy this condition, x square plus 5x equals to 0. Apply 0, straight away it is 0. 0 plus 0 equals to 0. Apply minus 5, x equals to minus 5. So x square, it will be 25. Minus 5 square means 25. Plus 5 into minus 5, that means minus 25. So 25 minus 25. 25 minus 25 equals to 0. It satisfies the condition. That means these are two roots. These are right roots you have found out. Okay. So you understand what is zero product rule and what is factorization. Now I will give one example with standard form of quadratic equation and how you will apply factorization and zero product rule there. Let's say one more example, but it is in a standard form. X square minus 7x plus 10 equals to 0. From this equation, quadratic equation, you need to find out the roots. That means what is the value of x? X is the variable. In this kind of quadratic equation where it is in a standard form, what you need to do before having that factorization part, you need to break this part. This is the bx part, because if you, this is a standard form of quadratic equation, that means it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. This quadratic equation is in this form, x square plus bx plus c equals to 0. Now what you need to do, this is 10. You need to multiply. This is, that means coefficient of x square is a. Here a equals to 1. Here b equals to minus 7. And here c equals to 10. What you need to do, you need to multiply AC. That means what is AC? Value of AC is 10 in this particular equation. Then you need to derive the factors first. So what are the factors 10 can have? Either 10 you can write down 1 into 10, or you can write down 2 into 5. So factor of 10, it could be 1 is 1 and 10 multiplication. Another multiplication could be 2 into 5. Now what you need to do, you need to make this minus 7x utilizing these two values, numeral, right? So if I say 1 and 10, I cannot make this 7, but what I can do, x square, here it is 2 and 5. So what you can do, x square minus 2x, one coefficient of x is 2, another coefficient of x is 5. Then you need to derive whether it is plus or minus. So you need to make is minus 2x and minus 5x. So minus 2x and minus 5x, that means minus 7x. The way you need to break this bx part, that the summation will be equal to this value, this coefficient minus 7, minus 2 and minus 5. Addition means minus 7. And also the multiplication of these two coefficients should be equal to AC. So minus 2 is the coefficient, another coefficient is minus 5. That means minus 2 into minus 5 equals to 10 equals to this AC. So this is how you need to, first you need to factorize this AC. So you will find out the value of AC. So A is the coefficient of x square, C is the constant. You need to find out the value of AC. Then you need to factorize this AC and you need to figure out which factors you can utilize to break this minus 7x. So minus 2x minus 5x, and then I will write down 10. So minus 2 into minus 5 means 10, this AC value. 10 into 1, and then minus 2x and minus 5 is addition is also minus 7x. Now you take common x. You first you consider this one, x square minus 2x, and then you will consider this one, right, this part. So this is x into x minus 2. Another one is you will take not 5. If you take 5 as the common, then what will happen? Inside the bracket it will be x plus 2. So you cannot take any common, right? If I say 5, right, plus 5, then it will be minus x minus 2. No, I will not do so. What I will do, I need to make the common factor. Here it is x minus 2. I need to make the same factor here. So I will take minus 5 into x minus 2 equals to 0. Now x minus 2 is common from these two sides. I am taking x minus 2 as common factor into x minus 5. This you know already, right? So you have applied factorization in two sections for standard form of quadratic equation. One section is here when you are breaking the bx, when you are breaking this bx part. Another one is when you are expressing these factors multiplication as 0. So now you will apply. So you have applied here factorization, both this step and this step. You have applied factorization. So this step, it is the factorization, multiplication of two factors, and here also factorization. You are factorizing the product value AC coefficient, product of coefficient A and C, constant C, right? So that's how you are doing. Now you will apply zero product rule. So if these two factors multiplication result is 0, that means either x minus 2 equals to 0 or x minus 5 equals to 0. If x minus 2 is 0, that means x equals to 2, and from x minus 5 equals to 0, x equals to 5. So what are the roots? X equals to 2 or 5. Got it? So we are applying we are applying both factorization and zero product rule to find the roots of a quadratic equation, where all the coefficient of x square, x, and the constant value c is given, right? So that is what factorization. So in this step particularly, you need to remember mostly, you need to derive the value of, because why we are doing so, I will explain with another example. Any quadratic equation, if you know the roots of that quadratic equation, what is the formula to find out the quadratic equation? There is, why I was telling you product of roots, product of the coefficient, and summation of those bx part. See, this is the reason. Any quadratic equation is formulated in this pattern: x square, coefficient is 1, minus sum of roots. So two roots are there, summation of those two roots into x plus product of these two roots. That is how actually any equation is formed. There's a third one, derive quadratic equation from given roots. Let's say you are asked to derive the quadratic equation where the roots of the equation is, one of the root is 3, another root is minus 2. How you will formulate the quadratic equation? You straight away look into this formula: x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots. That means how will derive? X square, so you will write down first like this: x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots equals to 0, or x square minus sum of roots means what are the roots? 3 plus minus 2, that means 3 minus 2 plus into x plus product of roots. What is product of roots? 3 into minus 2. So x square minus sum of the roots 3 minus 2 into x plus product of roots plus 3 1 root into minus 2 equals to 0. Or next line is x square, 3 minus 2 means 1, x square minus x plus 3 into minus 2, so it will not be plus, it will be minus. So x square minus x minus 6 equals to 0. So this is the quadratic equation. So now let's say the quadratic equation is the reverse way. The quadratic equation is given, you need to find out the roots. Then you will understand how the sum of roots part is working. X square minus x plus 6 equals to 0. This is now the formulated quadratic equation when the roots are given. Now the reverse way, the quadratic equation is given, you need to find out the roots. So what will you do? You will do the factorization part. What you will do? What did I say? I said the product of AC. So this is actually the product. Let's say this is in the form of this form of quadratic equation, x square minus x minus 6. So now what is AC? AC is here 6, it is 1, 6. So product, actually this is this product you need to look after. So that means how will do the factorization? You factorize 6 equals to 1 into 6 or 6 equals to 2 into 3. But 2 into 3, it will not work out here because, no, 2 and 3 will work out, but 6 will not make it. So how you can write it down? X square minus x. So minus 3x plus 2x. That means minus x. And multiplication of minus 3 and 2 is minus 6. Here also it is minus 6 into 1 minus 6. So equals to 0. So this is actually the core formula of quadratic equation, x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots equals to 0. Therefore, what I told you, sometimes you may not have the coefficient of x square is 1. It could be any values. So therefore, what I said, why I said to multiply the constant and the coefficient of x square, and then you factorize and then use those factors to break down this bx part, right? So now x square minus 3x plus 2x minus 6 equals to 0. Now take x common, x into x minus 3 plus 2 into x minus 3 equals to 0. Now x minus 3 common into x plus 2 equals to 0. Then you apply here zero product rule. So factorization done. Here you have done the factorization first time. Here it is the second formation of factorization, right? Now from this expression you will apply zero product rule. Applying zero product rule, what you are getting? Either x minus 3 equals to 0 or x plus 2 equals to 0. What you are applying? You are applying here zero product rule. Zero product rule. Because the multiplication of two expression is 0, so at least one of them will be 0. So either x minus 3 equals to 0 or x plus 2 equals to 0. When x minus 3 equals to 0, then x equals to 3, and here x equals to minus 2. See, x equals to 3 or minus 2. So what are the solutions? X equals to 3 or minus 2. So that is how we got it. X equals to 3 or minus 2. So this is what also you need to remember. My second topic was derive quadratic equation from given roots. When the roots are given, you can straight away find the quadratic equation using this formula, x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots equals to 0. But when the quadratic equation is given, you need to find out the roots. There also, that is the fundamental idea from this particular formula. So you need to find out the product part of the constant and coefficient of x square, then you factorize and utilize the respective factors whichever is suitable to break this bx part. Then you will apply the zero product rule, your problem is solved, done. But not necessarily when the root is given always, and to find out the quadratic equation you need to find out this formula. You can do it in another way also. What is another way? Second process, second method. Second method is x equals to 3 is given, x equals to minus 2 is given. Here what you can do? Therefore, from x equals to 3, what is it? Or x minus 3 equals to 0. When x equals to minus 2, that means x plus 2 equals to 0. So two factors we have already derived. One is already given actually, x minus 3 equals to 0, x plus 2 equals to 0. Now you apply zero product rule. If both of them are 0, then definitely, so x equals to x or any of them is 0, that means their multiplication result will be 0. That means x minus 3 into x plus 2 equals to 0. So next line is x square minus plus 2x minus 3x plus 6 minus 6 equals to 0. That means x square minus x minus 6 equals to 0. So this is another method. This is another method, second method, to find out the quadratic equation from the given roots. This is another method. One is by applying this formula. This is method 1. This is method 1 from this formula. Method 2 is apply the factors. From the solution you derive two factors and multiply these two expression and product is equals to 0, and from there you derive the equation. Any of these method you can apply. Got it? So your 1 and 2 is covered. Now I will come to 3. Find coefficient or constant values when roots are given. Okay? Okay. So what is our third topic today? Find coefficient or constant when roots are given. So the quadratic equation is given 6x square plus ax minus b equals to 0, and the roots of this quadratic equation, one of the root is 2/3, another root is minus half. Now you find out the values of a equals to and b. Find the values of a and b. How will do that? First of all, you need to remember that to find out two unknowns, you need to have two equations definitely. Let's say for an example, simple, a plus b equals to 5, the equation is given, b equals to 3. You need to find out what is the value of a. That means one unknown you need to find out. So for that, one equation is already given, so that is sufficient. So you will replace a plus b, value of b 3 equals to 5, that means a equals to 2. So to find one unknown, you need one equation. Now, if I say a plus b equals to 7, a minus b equals to 3. Find value of a and value of b. So here you need to find out two unknowns, a and b. That means you need to have definitely two equations to find out the values of a and b. The number of unknowns equals to the number of equation. You need to remember this. So here two equations are given, a plus b equals to 7, a minus b equals to 3. So what you will do? So it is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. So you just 1 plus 2, equation 1 plus 2 equals to what is 2a, b and b cancelling, 2a equals b minus b cancelling, 2a equals to 10. So therefore a equals to 5. When a equals to 5, you can find out a minus a plus b equals to 7. So b equals to 7 minus a equals to 7 minus 5 equals to 2. So what you have learned from here, the number of unknowns will be the number of equation. So here also for two roots, given two roots, you need to, if you need to derive the value of a and b, two unknowns, so definitely you need to derive two equation, and from there onwards you can find out the values of a and b. So first you put the value of 2/3 in this particular equation. So 6x square plus ax plus minus b equals to 0, or 6 into 2/3 square plus a into 2/3 minus b equals to 0, or 6 into 2/3 square means 6 into 4/9 plus 2/3 a minus b equals to 0. Right? So to eliminate the denominator part, what you will do? You will multiply this with 9. So if you multiply this with, now you can just cancel 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. Right? So 2 into 4, 8/3. 8/3 plus 2/3 a minus b equals to 0. Then, or multiply with 3 to eliminate the denominator. So 2a minus 3b equals to 8 will come to that side. 2a minus 3b equals to minus 8. One side unknown, one side is constant. So if you multiply this expression with 3, that means both sides with 3, there is no change. You know, in any equation or in equation, if you multiply both sides with the same number, there is no change in the relation, right? The same equation will remain same if you multiply or divide with the same number. So 3 into 8/3 into 3, that is 8. 8 is coming to that side, minus 8. 2/3 into a into 3, that is 2a, minus 3 into b. 2a minus 3b equals to 8. So this is equation number 1. This is equation number 1. Another equation you need to derive. What is the another equation? You derive from the given value, minus half. So 6x square plus ax minus b equals to 0, or 6 into minus half whole square, that means 1/4, plus a into minus half minus b equals to 0, or you cancel 2/3, 2 3s are 6, 2 2s are 4, so 3/2 minus a/2 minus b equals to 0. Right? Now you need to multiply, because you need to eliminate the denominator part, right? So you multiply with 2, so 3 minus a minus 2b equals to 0, or minus a minus 2b equals to minus 3, or a plus 2b, multiply with both sides with minus 1, a plus 2b equals to 3. So one equation, this is equation number 2. Now if you have 2a minus 3b equals to minus 8 and a plus 2b equals to 3, you can easily find out both the values a and b, because you have already derived the equation, these two equation. Now I will write down here, right? 2a minus 3b. So first what I will do, I will multiply. So 1, here I am doing this. 2a minus 3b equals to minus 8. A plus 2b equals to minus a plus 2b equals to 3. Now you multiply equation 2, right? This is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. So equation number 2 into 2 minus equation number 1. Yeah. What we are getting? 2a plus 4b. 2a plus 4b minus 2a plus 6b, sorry, minus 2a plus 3b, because you are multiplying equation 2 with 2. So 2a plus 2b, and this 2a, and to cancel this 2a, right? 2a plus 4b minus 2a minus 2a minus minus plus 3b equals to 6 plus 8 minus 6, you are subtracting, so 6 minus 8 means 6 plus 8. 6 minus of minus 8, 6 plus 8. So what is the value? 2a and 2a cancel. So 4b plus 3b, 7b. 7b equals to 14 or b equals to 2. So if b equals to 2, what is a? A equals to, from equation 2 itself, a plus 2b equals to 3. That means a equals to 3 minus 2b equals to 3 minus 4 equals to minus 1. So value of a is minus 1. Value of a is minus 1. Value of b is 2. We'll find out. So this is how, just one thing you need to remember. To find out two unknowns, you need to derive two equations. Right? So I believe all the major points I have covered. If you liked it, if you understood it, please click on the like button. And if you would like to have this kind of video again and again, once I upload into YouTube, then please subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.